Hey everybody, welcome to Weekly Chats with Austin. So glad that you all are on here with us tonight. Man, I have a jam-packed show lined up for you guys. We are going to have a blast. Let me just put it that way. It is going to be awesome. It is going to be fun, entertaining, all at the same time. So I am so excited that you guys are on here. So if you will, do me a quick favor while you guys are just now tuning in. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and all that great stuff all across our social media here on Facebook, here on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, either one, because we're live on both right now. If you can share, like, comment, do all that great stuff, I greatly appreciate that very much. Also, follow us if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our Weekly Chats with Austin YouTube channel. And also, if you would like to find out more information on the show or what's happening with me with, all these shows rescheduling and stuff right now, just visit austinirvyentertainment.com and we'll get, you'll find out all that information. Also, like I said, if you're watching on Facebook, please like the Facebook page, if you will, Austin Irby-Entertainer. I greatly appreciate that a lot. Also, follow me right there on the screen. There's the link right here somewhere to Instagram. Please follow me on that as well. And if you feel generous and you want to, it's not mandatory, but if you'd love to send a donation to Weekly Chat with Austin, you can send it via PayPal to AIElvisLive1@gmail.com. It benefits not only me, but it benefits the show to help make the show better and all that great stuff as well. So it's not mandatory. Just if you would like to, that is completely up to you. Man, I got two great guests that's going to be on here tonight, and they are super excited to be on here and to chat with not only me, but get to chat with all of you guys. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So also, I want to tell you guys, for those of you who did watch, I don't know who did or who didn't, but I think it was last Friday, man, I think the world's spinning a whole lot faster now, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But last Friday, I did the first ever Rockin' the Night Away virtual show. It was incredible. It was fun. We had a fantastic audience, and we're going to do it again probably pretty soon. For those you know, Dwight Bozeman, who is a part of our Austin Irby Entertainment team. He's one of our performers and cast member in all of our productions that we do. And he was on with us. And unfortunately, Callista was unable to join us due to some circumstances. So we were sad that she wasn't able to be on. But hopefully she'll be able to do the next one. But Dwight and I really want to express a huge thank you. I made a post on Facebook yesterday, but we want to give a huge thank you to all of you who sent the generous donations that you did. I wouldn't name everybody, but I'd probably forget somebody because there was quite a few. So thank you. That helps us quite a bit with not being able to perform right now. So thank you guys so much for that. We greatly appreciate that very, very much. And before I go on in the show and talk about some things and what's happening and what's coming up and all that cool stuff, let's go check out some of these comments and see who we have tuning in. If you will, comment and let us know where you're watching from. I know we got folks tuning in from all over the world. I think we got over looks like on my screen way over 100 something people watching right now at the moment. So awesome. And let me know where you're watching from. Would love to see. Let's see who we have. Let's see. Comments are going crazy. Oh, Brooke Wright, what's happening, my brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Great to see you on here. Jane from Ocala, Florida, hello, how are you? Let's see, who else do we have? There's so many comments. I know I can't get to everybody, but I'll try to get as many as I can. Let's see. Hello, Joyce from Canada, Ontario. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Pam, hello. Let's see. Doris, sorry. Hello from Helen. And there was Pam somewhere on here. These comments go really fast. Let's see. There we go. Pam, hi from Flaming Star. Hope you're doing well. Let's see who else. Lord, comments are going crazy right now. So if I click on the wrong one, you guys you'll see why. Let's see. Joni from Maryland. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Oh, man. We got Pennsylvania watching. We got Canada watching. Lord, let's see. Who else? California. Hello. How are you? Awesome. Thank you guys so much for commenting. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Mary Lou. How are you? Donna. Janice, hello. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate that. Hey, oh, awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. From good old Sampsonville, South Carolina. That's That's right, Wanda. That's not too far from me. Just right down the road, 20 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. So let's go on forward in with the show for tonight. Let's see next on. I have to have my cheat sheet here because if I don't, man, I just forget. You know, I mean, it's life, I reckon. I don't know. But anyway, so a lot of people have been messaging me and they've been kind of wanting to know, you know, they've been going to my website, austinurbanentertainment.com. They've been trying to look at the show schedule, and a lot of folks have been going every day because it's changing every day, as it is for all the entertainers and Elvis tribute artists across the world. It's changing every day. I actually today, and this is no joke, I actually had 4 shows today rescheduled to next year. So it's every day. It's just about an everyday thing. So just, you know, stay up. Best way to stay up to date. You know, a lot of people have been messaging me and asking, and I, you know, I try to tell what I know off the top of my head. But the best way to stay in contact with all that and figure out what's going on is just to go to my website, austinurbanentertainment.com. That's the best way to keep up with all that. But probably here pretty soon, I'm probably going to either make a video or do a live video and just kind of, or make a flyer just to let you guys know what shows on this date was canceled back in May and it's been moved to July next year or whatever. I'm going to let you guys know somehow because you guys are anxious to know because you guys want to get back to, I guess, reality of traveling and watching all of us performers, as myself, SYLVAIN and COTE and many more performing. So hopefully I'll be able to put something on Facebook really soon, or either, you know, I'll put a post out. I'll do something to let you guys know. So don't worry about that. I will definitely let you guys know. But the best way to do it is just go to my website. It's probably the best way to figure that out. So because it's changing every day. It is. Something exciting that I have planned and I am so looking forward to. And my brother Brooke Wright, who's watching this, I put his comment up on the screen, is a part of this. And I'm going to put this on the screen. You know, Elvis Week got canceled, ladies and gentlemen, sadly enough, or canceled partially of the way, you know, as far as entertainment. But I decided to do something with Weekly Chats with Austin and do something virtually for Elvis Week. So we are going to do a Weekly Chats with Austin Elvis Weekend is what I like to call it. We're going to be live right here on the Austin to Be Entertainer page. And not only that, we're going to be live on YouTube like we are every week with the show. And this is a 3-day weekend. It's going to be full of fun and all that great stuff. Trust me. So it's going to start on Friday, August the 14th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central. And we're going to have special guests like Jacob Roman, Bruno Nesci, Brooke Wright, and 2 more guests on Friday that's going to be announced really soon. And then we move on to Saturday, which is August the 15th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central. And we're going to have Mr. Riley Jenkins. We're going to have Michael Cullifer. We're going to have Cliff Wright and 2 more guests that will also be announced soon for that night as well. And then Sunday, all 10 of us, yes, I repeat, all 10 of us are going to come together. We're going to be on screen together, all 10 of us at one time. And we're going to do, if you haven't seen the sing-along edition of Weekly Chats with Austin, well, here's your chance to see it again on August the 16th. We're going to do the sing-along edition. All 10 of us are going to perform for you guys. Casual, you know, we're just going to be laid back, casual, perform 2 songs. And it's going to be awesome. So it's a full weekend. And on Friday and Saturday, we're going to do Elvis trivia. We're going to play games with the guys. We're going to take live questions from all of you guys. I have some cool things questions to ask the guys that's going to be completely different question-wise as what we do with our regular show, as what you will see tonight. So it is going to be, you know, some really interesting questions like Elvis Week memories, stuff like that, you know, cool stuff. So it's going to be really fun. So make sure you mark your calendar for August 14th, 15th, and 16th. And of course, on the 16th, I have something really special plan that we're going to do for Elvis in memory of Elvis. So definitely tune in and watch. If you can't watch all 3 nights, just tune in for at least one because it's going to be incredible and going to be a lot of fun. So I have that posted on all my pages. So if you'd like to go save the flyer to your phone just to be reminded, or type it in your phone, whichever way, you can go ahead and do that. And I'd love to see you guys there for the Weekly Chat with Austin Elvis Weekend. Also, I want to put this on the screen and talk about this. Next year, the Austin Irby Fan Retreat 2021. Yes, we are talking about next year already. Can you believe that? March the 25th through the 28th in the Great Smoky Mountains of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, at the 5-star award-winning Holiday Inn Express right there on NASCAR Drive. It is going to be an awesome event. We're going to have the 2015 Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Champion David Lee, Michael Chambliss, Travis Powell, Matt Cordell, Samantha Chambliss, and whoever that guy is at the bottom of the screen. I think it looks like me, but I'm not sure. But I guess I have to be there because my name's associated. So, but yes, I have to be there. But anyway, VIP packages are 160 per person. General is 130 per person. And the hotel rates have not been officially determined yet because the hotel has had a lot going on with COVID-19, so they're a little bit behind. So they haven't been able to get me all the information that I need to give to you guys. But hopefully I'll have that within the next month. So all you need to do is go to austinirby.entertainment.com. There's a little tab at the top of the screen that says Austin Irby Fan Retreat. Click it. You fill out your registration form. Buy your package. Do it all right there. Simple as that. Just press one button and you're done. Simple. And I will say, over the past 2 weeks, we have been selling the VIP packages like hotcakes. I guess hotcakes is the right term, but like crazy. So they have been going really, really fast. So thank you all for buying. And I'm super excited all of you are going to be attending. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be fun. And as of right now, for those of you who know, we were supposed to have a fan retreat this year, but that's all questionable right now. So we don't really know what's going to happen. So you have to press ahead for 2021 because, hey, look, even though 2020 has been sad and I guess depressing with everything that's going on, that just means that 2021 is going to be better, bigger, and greater. That's how I always look at it. And that's the way you should look at it. Stay positive about it. So if you want more information about that, just go to austinirby.entertainment.com, click on the Austin Irby Fan Retreat tab. Rest is history. So that's simple as that. I got one more thing to talk about, and then we're going to get our first guest on here tonight. We have started here on Weekly Chats with Austin that every week we will announce birthdays live on the air that are sent in to us at our email address. So this week's Weekly Chat with Austin birthday, we have a couple here. We have Miss Dorothy Livingston from North Carolina. Her birthday is tomorrow. And also we have Miss Marion Koch, if you know who that is. That is Elvis Presley's personal nurse. She is a great friend of mine, a great friend of a lot of the guys. And her birthday, if I am correct, was yesterday, if I'm right, or the day before, but it was this week. Let's just put it that way. It was this week. So happy birthday to her. I know she's had a lot of health issues going on, so please keep her in your prayers. She's a fantastic, lovely, one-of-a-kind lady. So happy birthday out to her. And also I always like to do some like actors and singers and some people that you all are real familiar with the names, some birthdays. So this week you won't, but I didn't even know this. So I'm learning this week. WWE wrestler Triple H, his birthday was this week. So we give a shout out to him. Actor Arnold Schwarzenegger, his birthday is today. Happy birthday to him. And country singer Martina McBride's birthday was this week as well. So happy birthday to them as well. And happy birthday to all of you who I announced, Miss Dorothy Livingston and Miss Marion Koch. Happy birthday to you guys. If you would like your birthday announced live right here on the Weekly Chat with Austin show every week, email us at weeklychatwithaustin@gmail.com. All you need to do is submit your first and last name. Or if you're doing it for somebody else, you just put the birthday person's name in, their date of birth, where they're from. And if you'd like to personally, give a birthday, if you just say, hey, it's from such and such and happy birthday to you, please include your name as well. And we will announce all of that right here live on Weekly Chats with Austin. We do it every Thursday night. So there you go. That's all you need to do. So anyway, that's simple enough. So happy birthday to all you guys. I greatly appreciate you sending in your birthdays. And for those of you who sent them in, thank you guys so much. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Man, comments are going crazy over here. I see there's like 73 comments that I have not even looked at. So everybody's saying happy birthday to all the guys and everybody, guys and gals that I said here. So thank you guys. Awesome. Oh, Joe, your birthday is October the 2nd. Is that right? Okay. Hey, it'll be here before we know it. Trust me, man. It's awesome. So we are going to go ahead and get our first guest on the screen. Now, this guy, he might have to refresh my memory. He might know better than I do, but I believe we met at an Elvis festival, and it was probably maybe in Lake George. I'm not 100%. Or it could have been Elvis Week. I can't exactly remember, but I've known this guy for quite some time. I just put it that way. And we're great friends. He's a great guy. We had a great conversation before the show started, and I'm so happy to have him on. So without further ado, let's bring on award-winning Elvis tribute artist, SYLVAIN LEDUC. Let's get him on the screen right now. What's happening, man?
Hey, Austin.
Oh, you got your mask on. Well, I swear I don't have the corona.
Well, we did this little thing before. We did a little practice before, but I found that we were like not really 6 feet apart.
By the way this looks, it looks like, man, you're in the next room. I just beat on the wall, right?
I had to do that. I'm sorry.
Hey, this show is full of fun and entertainment, so that it doesn't matter.
Here. Thanks for having me on. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. We're gonna have fun. Are you ready for this fun interview?
Oh yeah, hit me with your best shot.
I'll try, man. I'll try. So here's the first question, probably the most important question that all of us Elvis tribute artists get asked. But man, what made you decide to embark on a career as an Elvis tribute artist? Tell us the story.
You just asked that question, and I have goosebumps all over my body.
Oh wow!
This is something that comes from my childhood. And unfortunately, I started very late.
Right.
An ETA as an Elvis tribute artist because I didn't know about all these the competitions and everything that was going around in the world. So
right,
I'm trying to focus myself here.
You're good.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old.
Right.
And now I'm like 35 US.
Yeah.
So this came from my family. One of my uncles was a very big Elvis fan, and all I can remember is just listening to Elvis music. So
right.
This is where it came from, actually. And I would be locked up in my room for hours and hours and hours just singing to Elvis music. So
wow, that's awesome. Well, hey man, it's paid off. You've won numerous competitions, man. You got a fantastic voice, and you can tell you love what you do. So hey man, you can tell you love what you do, and that's what really matters, you know.
It's the passion. It's actually the passion. It's all about the passion of Elvis. It's
absolutely
nothing to do with, the competitions is one thing. I mean, I never knew about the competitions until 2015.
Right.
And, the competitions is one thing, but I never felt I was competing against another ETA or right. It was more competing against myself and for the passion of the Elvis music that I do. That's how I feel.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. So, man, I think probably every Elvis tribute artist gets asked this question quite a bit, I would assume, but I know I have, and it's probably hard to describe, but maybe it might be easy for you, but kind of describe the process of turning yourself into stage ready as an Elvis tribute artist. People ask what all goes into that. So what's your little process to go into it?
It's all about the mental. Huh? Once you start getting into character, as soon as I got into character, the head part and everything, and the makeup and the wig, but once I put on the jumpsuit, it's like,
right.
Am I still there? Or yes?
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah. Once I put on the jumpsuit, it's like you turn into. You just feel it. It's a feeling, interior feeling that you just feel that Elvis is there with you to go up on stage, and
right.
If you're doing it with the passion, I'm sure there's a lot of ETAs that do it with the passion, and they all have the same passion. I'm sure when they get on stage, they feel the same thing as me. And in 2015, when I started in the competition, was my first competition was Lake George. I was asking all kinds of guys that I met there first time that I meet them, Eric Evangelista, Dan Barella, all these guys, and I'm asking, where did this start for you?
Yeah.
I'm still asking the same question. Where did this start for me?
Right.
But it's interior. It's a way of life, I guess. It's like somebody that works out.
True.
It's a way of life. So for me, that's what it is.
Right. That's awesome. So every time I get a guest on here, I kind of do a little research and go to your website, you know, if they have a website, and I kind of find some things, and I found something that I thought was really cool on your website, and I would like to know more information about this. But you came out with a CD called 40 Years, the 40 Years Unforgotten CD. Is that right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Well, it was his 40th anniversary. His 40th
Gotcha.
anniversary. Yeah, that I
Okay.
came out with CD. Yeah.
How many CDs did you make under that?
Well, I made the first one was the popular songs, Elvis popular songs, and then
Right.
I made a gospel CD, and I came out with a country CD too.
Cool.
We were supposed to be working on another CD, but because of the COVID, this situation, well, it was put off. So.
Right. Okay. Okay. So where can people purchase those CDs from you? Can they buy them on your website, or do they need to contact you personally, or?
If they contact, usually we sell them at our shows or at the festivals and stuff like that. If they want to go through, I've sold some through e-transfers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if people want to contact me, there's no problem. We'll arrange something.
Cool.
I have no problem with that.
I was reading about it, and I saw all the different CDs. I was like, man, this is really cool. I was like, I never, you know, I don't think anybody's ever thought anything like that. And I was like, that's really impressive. So I was like, hey, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna plug it. We're gonna plug plug the CD. So exactly how long exactly have you been paying tribute to Elvis? Exactly how many years?
That's a trick question.
Trick question.
You're trying to calculate something here.
Not really.
Like I said, I was 15 years old. I did a few shows. I was back in Massachusetts back then. I had a whole bunch of fun with that. Moved back to Canada, moved back to our hometown. I did a few shows here, and then eventually, well, you know, I was 15, 16, 17, 18.
Right.
And then, you know, life built up, you know, you meet up with somebody, new life, have children, blah, 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 and all that stuff. So, and then it just came back eventually through, we were, I'm still a real estate agent, if you want.
Oh, okay.
But I was for Remax, and here in Canada, we have, Remax is associated with what they call Opération Enfant Soleil, which is operation for young children,
Right.
which they give out money for young children. So we put up a lot of shows from Remax. Me and my friend, we put up a lot of shows to pick up money for the sick children. So
nice. That's awesome.
So he was pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. And I said, he got me back into my passion. I mean, it was like I was still passionate about it, but to the point of doing shows, I wasn't doing shows.
Right. Gotcha. So, so what part of Canada do you live in? Do you live in Quebec or?
I actually live like 10 minutes away from the Ontario border, the 401.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
I'm just right into Quebec.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
I'm not even into Montreal and not even to Quebec City. I'm
Gotcha. Okay.
right on the border. I'm actually 20 minutes away from the border from the United States. So
awesome. Okay. Cool. So, you know, over the years of being an Elvis tribute artist and paying tribute to Elvis, and you know, as everybody knows that's watching, as for me and for you and for COTE and a lot of those Elvis tribute artists, you know, we do it mainly because we're Elvis fans. You know, and that's the main reason, you know, why we do it, because we're Elvis fans first and foremost, and we want to continue to keep his legacy going forever. But over the years of you doing this, what has surprised you most about being an Elvis tribute artist? What in the industry has surprised you most about doing it and has made you kind of want to do it over and over and over?
Well, actually, you know, while I was younger, I mean, I thought I thought maybe I was like not only the only person listening to Elvis, but
Right.
you'd get to a corner of a street and listening to Elvis in my car, and then there's a car that comes up beside you, and you say, "Oh my God, turn the music down a little bit,"
Right.
But where I realized really was in 2015 when I went to Lake George, and
Right.
I didn't fall in love with the competition thing, but I fell in love with the passion that was there, all those people and everything. It was like that was it. That showed me that I wasn't alone. And like I said before, I spoke with other ETAs, asking them, where did you get this? Where does this come from for you? So it's like
Right.
that's where it really started. In 2015, I think that's where the passion really started. Like I said before, I am still a real estate agent, but I haven't been doing real estate for the last 2 years, 2.5 years.
Right.
So I'm actually doing this full time, and I love it. I love it to death. And as long as I can keep doing it, and the fans are happy, the fans they're absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Elvis family is fantastic. I've been to Memphis since the last 8 years. I've been there quite a few times, and there's nothing to compare.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. And for me, when I first got into this, I started when I was around, I don't know, gosh, I don't even know if I can remember, like 10 or 11 years old, which was like yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so when I first started it, I went to my first competition in Augusta, Georgia, which is about 30 minutes to an hour from where I live here in South Carolina. And, I was like so amazed because, and what surprised me so much was because when I was doing what I did, at these festivals and these little gigs, what stood out to me is I started thinking, is there other guys that do this, or is everybody just looking at me like he's the odd person? You know what I mean? So when I went into this contest, I mean, there's David Lee, there's Dwight Eisenhower, and there's guys, and I'm like, hey, they got sideburns like me. I'm not the only one, And then you go to Elvis Week, and you eventually like really step into the Elvis world, and you're like, okay, I'm not the lonely boy anymore.
No. Oh no. And this is not ready to pass away either. I mean,
No.
oh my God, Elvis himself, he'd be so proud to see how he keeps people together again today. So much people together today. It's like it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I have no words to really explain this. This is, for me, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. And over the years, you meet other ETAs, like, we met each other, and then you meet these fans, and you just all become one big family. And and you never forget a face. You know everybody all the time. You never forget a face.
I might not remember all the names sometimes, but
yeah, it's me too. but you never forget a face.
Never forget a face.
Never forget a face. And that's what, so, for the viewers that are watching, some of you, might not even know what the Elvis world is, and majority of you might. But hey, just come to an Elvis event, Elvis festival, go to Elvis Week, and you'll learn really, really fast, and you'll be hooked for life. Trust me, you'll be an Elvis fan for life. That's the truth.
Well, I've seen a lot of fans come to my shows, which were not Elvis fans at all.
Yeah.
And they're following my shows all the time.
Yeah.
I see the same people coming to my shows. It's like, and they weren't Elvis fans.
Right.
Like, they were there because they were bringing their mother, because they were bringing their father, and then they just keep coming back. So it's like, there's something about it.
And the great thing about it is what I love to see, and a lot of, I mean, we all see it. There's Elvis tribute artists that are 8 years old that are doing this and want to make a career out of it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I find that, he's been passed away. It's going to be 43 years, and it's like, then you got these little young guys, young kids doing this. It's like, oh my God, it's like, there's something about him. It's out of this world. You can't even explain it. You can't explain it. Can't
And,
explain the feeling. And it's his music. It brings you it brings you a lot of happiness and stuff in tough times and rough times.
oh yeah.
Oh, I'm singing my heart out in the living room right now because we're not as busy as we used to be. So
That's right. That's right. That's true. Hey man, I'm doing it too. But the great thing about the younger generation is, you'll see grandparents or even parents come into your show, and then they have an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 5-year-old that comes in with them, and by the time they leave the show, they walk up to you and they're like just mesmerized by what they saw, and you just know in your mind, hey, this kid is now an Elvis fan, and they're going to continue to go to these Elvis shows when they get older, and they're going to continue to buy Elvis t-shirts and buy the CDs and buy the movies. And that's what keeps his legacy going. He'll never die. There's only one Elvis. There's never going to be another. There's a lot of entertainers, big entertainers is out in Nashville and other places that, a lot of them try to compare themselves to Elvis, but man, Elvis, he had it all. There's no other entertainer's going to have it all. Never.
Exactly.
Never.
That's why I think that's why we look up so much to him too. I mean,
oh yeah,
not just the entertainer, but I believe he was decent. He was a very decent human being and everything.
Absolutely.
He was actually, I was just a young kid. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I thought he was my uncle back then. So
wow.
he was my uncle from far away because we moved to Massachusetts. I was 3 years old.
Right.
So all my uncles and aunts and everything were like far. So Elvis became to me like he was an uncle that was far away.
Absolutely.
So
and when I saw Elvis for the first time, I was exactly about 9. I was fixing to turn 10. And my dad was a big Elvis fan, and I mean, he has so much Elvis memorabilia, but I took it from him now. It's all hanging in my room now. but he put on a VHS tape, and it was Jailhouse Rock, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I see this dude, this man walk out.
VHS, what is that?
VHS tape. They're like that, and they got the tape inside of it.
Oh, I didn't know that stuff. That's
really?
That's before me.
Oh, really? That's awesome, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway, I'm sitting there watching this guy, and man, he's got like the perfect hair, and I mean, and he's moving, and I'm like, so I start looking at the television. I try to mimic what he's doing. So man, I'd go to school with a pink shirt on, my collar flipped up, and man, I'd be like, thank you very much. I just wanted to feel like him. He just gave me that energy,
I did the same thing. I was 16 or 17, 16, and going on the bus, and I would wear a short sleeve shirt like you're wearing,
right,
but with a long sleeve shirt over it, so I would have a double collar.
Oh yeah.
My hair was like, well, back then, I had the hair combed back and everything. It was like,
right.
I know.
Yeah, and
you wanted to feel what he was feeling.
Yeah. And now to be able to get on a stage and sing his music and do all that, man, it's an emotional feeling.
With what we got access to today, with all the replica suits, and you're wearing the same styles of suits he wore and everything. It's like, wow. Right. It's not like, I remember when I was 15, and I remember my dad going out buying me my microphone and having these cassette tapes dubbed to get Elvis out of the voice, his voice out of the music, and my mom making my jumpsuit, what it was back then. It's like it was pretty special. And to access, well, I believe they have access for a long time, but I started getting access in 2015 that I didn't know about. I mean, I never really researched it. So, and wow, you got access to a lot of.
Absolutely.
That makes you feel when you go on stage with those replicas, those you're actually in the same situation, and you're actually in the same stage setup and everything, and the suit and everything. So yeah, it's
Right. And, I'll always tell it at all of my shows. And I just tell people in general, no matter if I'm standing on a stage, no matter if I'm singing here virtually, no matter if I'm on a flatbed trailer, it doesn't matter to me. It's an honor to be able to sing his music.
And if there's like me too, same thing. If there's 10, 15 people,
That's right.
200 people, 400 people, 500 people, for me, I do it, and it's the same thing.
That's right. Same feeling. Same feeling. And for those of you who are watching, he was talking about the suits and everything. Yes, we did not all start out with the suits that we all have now. Trust me, it was all homemade. It was all made by a seamstress here in town. Man, I had a suit. It was made out of. I had a lady try to make me a powder blue suit, and it was made out of some type of weird silk fabric. And I had shower curtain holders as the little pinwheel things going down. So I have pictures of this stuff, and I'll have to put it on the show sometime. But yeah, I mean, we don't all start out with the B&K stuff. Trust me. We all never do. Never do. Speaking about costumes, man, I know this is going to be hard to answer, but what is your favorite Elvis costume? And is there a reason why it's your favorite? It's hard, right?
Well, it's hard, yes and no. I would say my first jumpsuit that I bought, professionally made, was the sundial suit, because it has special specifications for me. It has special meaning to me. So I would say that would be one of my favorite suits.
Okay.
Sundial suit. Yeah.
Gotcha. And it's a beautiful suit, and and it has
other beautiful suits, of course. Right. I know I have some other ones, and I really enjoy them. But there's something about the sundial suit that really touches me very, very deeply.
Right. And and we get asked that question all the time. What's your favorite costume? Where on stage was that? And if I don't do the 70s stuff much. Here lately, I have been really getting into it a lot more, because the older you get, the more your voice changes. So I've been really getting into it.
I got some suits for sale.
Hey, might have to talk about that. But if I had to pick a jumpsuit, that would probably be my favorite. Gosh, I'd probably have to go with the peacock. I love the peacock for some reason.
Peacock too. I can't say I don't love the peacock, but
it's beautiful.
That's a beautiful suit. And his favorites too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, for all the viewers that are watching, when we go shopping for either a jumpsuit or the 50s attire or whatever, trust me, it is not easy to pick which one you want. It's not easy.
No, especially the price they are. So
yeah, true. I can't tell you how many times I've tried. I pick out like 4 jumpsuits, and I text like 5 people in my family, and I'm like, okay, everybody, give me your opinion, because I don't know.
Oh, there's so many beautiful suits. If we could, we'd have them all. I mean,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd have them all. If I had Elvis's wardrobe, I'd take them all.
Yeah, absolutely. So, another hard question, and I'll relate my answer after you do. But I get asked this all the time, and I'm pretty sure you do too. But what's your favorite song, Elvis song, period? And what's your favorite Elvis song to perform? So that's 2 questions in one.
There's so many. I love the ballad songs. For me, the ballad songs, they come and get me. They really touch me. They touch my heart, those ballad songs that he did.
Right.
And especially, we go back to the sundial suit in '77. He really touched my heart with his ballad songs. My favorite song, it's really hard. It's hard to answer. I love Unchained Melody. I love.
Great song.
Yeah, these songs really, I don't know the English word to it. I've been back quite a few years here in Canada, so they really resigned to me. Is that it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So these songs, like, Unchained Melody. I like the other songs like Poke Salad and Suspicious Minds.
Right.
But I really love the ballad songs he did. You know, You Really Don't Want to Know and stuff like that. He really touches me with those songs.
And you know, it's, oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's, I like I said, I was going to relate my answer. When people ask me that, they look at me like, okay, you're going to be able to answer it like fast, you know?
Yeah.
But you're sitting there and you're like, 20 minutes later, I'm still thinking, you know? But, you know, as far as my favorite Elvis song, period, man, and I'm pretty sure it probably is for you, it changes like every week or every day, you know?
Well, that's why I answered, because I know I didn't have 20 minutes to answer.
Right. I mean,
but they are great songs, but I know tomorrow will be another song, and
yeah,
there'll be another song. He amazes me every time I listen to songs and I sing them to myself, and I feel what he was feeling when he was singing. It's like that really comes and gets me.
Yeah.
So that song, that favorite song, it does, like you said, it changes every week.
It changes. And see, like right now, a song that I have been listening to like over and over and over is Mr. Songman. It's a great song, but I have been listening to it over and over and over. And I was like, okay, that's my song of the week, you know, because I constantly keep listening to it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and like you said, you know, it's difficult to pick a favorite song to perform, because when people ask me that question, I have to say, okay, let me pick one from the 50s. Let me pick one from the 60s. Let me pick one from the 70s. I got to pick one from all the eras. You know, I can't just pick one. It's hard. It's hard. So you've performed, like you said, in Memphis, doing shows, doing contests. Been in the Ultimate. We've been in the Ultimate together.
Yeah.
And multiple other contests together, and we did shows together in Collingwood this past year, which was a lot of fun. That was incredible.
A lot of fun, yeah. We would have been there this weekend now.
I know, we would have been there. I know. I wish. But kind of describe to the viewers, you know, going to Memphis, you know, from Canada, you know, going to Memphis and performing there, and you know, when we're in the Ultimate, you know, you're right across from Graceland. Yeah. I mean, explain the feeling that's in your body when you're performing in Memphis. I mean, it's hard to describe, but how could you describe it if it's possible?
Well, the feeling when I went to Memphis, I wasn't even competing yet.
Right.
And already there, the feeling was very, very strong going to Memphis. Very, very strong feeling. And when I started competing, and I actually went to compete in Memphis,
right,
it was like, that's an ultimate feeling for me. I mean, to be performing in Memphis and paying tribute to his place.
Right.
That was actually there's I don't have any words right now. I don't have words. That was really something.
Right. It is. It is.
And I've been there a couple times, and I've been in a few other places working there too, and which was really fantastic, because I believe when you're doing it there in Memphis, it's just another whole other feeling of putting on a show.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're really in his hometown. You're really paying him real tribute to the fullest. For me, that's what I feel.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So here's what we're gonna do. I got one more question for you, and so while SYLVAIN is answering,
I can't answer that question. That's the IRS question.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna get you at least once. No, but I'm gonna ask. Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm gonna ask SYLVAIN one more question, and here's what I want the viewers to do. If you got a question for SYLVAIN and it's not too personal and he wants to answer it, We'll pop it up on the screen, read him the question, and let him answer it to you. So if you want to go ahead and just start making a comment or question, the question in the comment section for SYLVAIN, I'll get it to him as soon as we finish this. So, man, let me just tell you, we all have been going through a lot, over this year, with the pandemic and other things that's going on. But what is a positive message that you can relay to all the viewers watching tonight with everything that's going on right now?
Well, the positive message for me is, we got really, I believe we took a step backwards. We got closer to our families, had time more for our families and friends. Of course, we're always thinking of everybody else, because I believe in my entourage and everybody that I don't think anybody has been sick. So I'm very grateful for that. What can I say? I mean, this is a hard time for everybody. We're all doing our best to stay safe and stay healthy, especially stay healthy. That's the main part. Like I was saying before, my dad is still in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, they're doing okay, but the United States, I believe there's a lot of places that are really tough.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're all worried about everybody. I'm worried about my mom, I'm worried about my dad, worried about everybody else, But, main thing is, is to be positive about this. And of course, like you were saying before, 2020 is one thing, but let's say 2021, eventually we'll get back on track, and everybody will be, right now, like the borders are closed. See, we can't go over, so you guys can't come over. We can't go over, so which is, it's a tough situation, but we got to be positive about it. I mean, like I said, the positive thing is, I got really, really closer. Took the time to step back, take more healthy choices, and get closer to our families.
Right.
And talk every day. Talk every day with our families and friends. And even I even started. I took my phone and I said, listen, I don't know how many phone people that I have. I said, well, I started just calling 1 or 2 people a day, and just to say hi, how you doing, and so that works well too. And people that you don't take the chance every day because you're too busy and everything. Now we have time to do it, so why not do it? So
true, that's true. I agree. Great message. So we got some questions popping over here for you. So I'll put them up on the screen. You'll be able to see them and see who they're from. But first off, our friend, Mr. Louis Young, is watching this. He says hello.
Hi, Louis.
All right.
He's a great guy.
All right.
He's one of the best photographers in this country.
He is.
And he's a great soul, great friend. Love him to death.
I've got a lot of pictures from him of me. He's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, we got several questions. Okay, this comes from Barb, and she says, where do you get your jumpsuits, and are they made specially for each ETA?
Well, I have jumpsuits made from Pro Elvis Jumpsuit. I have jumpsuits made from B&K, and I have some made from HAM, which is in where is it from? There it is.
Japan or Taiwan or somewhere like that, I think.
Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
So, are they made for each ETA? It depends on the size. I mean, they make them for your size. If you want them made into your size, or depends on your size. I mean.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what I can add to that. I mean, they're adjusted to our size.
Yeah, they're adjusted to us personally.
You can readjust them. They can be readjusted.
Right.
That's not a problem either.
Right.
I'm not a seamstress, so I don't.
All right, here's a question from Penny. She says, where in the world would you like to play if you had a choice?
Where in the world? Well, I just did a live feed for Elvis Tribute's artist live in the UK, and I had so many views. It's like I think I'd like to go in the UK and do some shows.
Me too.
But everywhere in the world, I don't mind. But I mean, the UK is somewhere I've never been, so maybe that would be the next stop, I guess. But I know
Right.
there's, but I say that, but still, there's a whole bunch of stops I can be doing. I mean, I've been asked very many places in the U.S., Ontario, and everything, but
Right.
we just can't keep up sometimes.
Gotcha. Man, we got a lot of questions popping over here, and I know we can't get to them all. So I'm gonna have to, I guess you say pick and choose, but we'll see what we got. All right, this comes from my friend Bonnie. And she asks, do you or will you ever do shows in the US, particularly the Southeast, which is here where I live?
Well, Southeast, yeah. Well, I had a few shows already booked up in New York State. Um I had some shows in New York State that were already booked up, but I don't know if they're going to be happening because, well, there's already one that was postponed till next year. Uh, and we did last year. We did in Maine. We did in Queensbury, New York.
Mhm.
Trying to get into Massachusetts. I want to go do a show for my dad for sure.
Right.
Trying to get a place there. So yeah, I'd like to go there because my dad doesn't travel as much as he used to, and I'd really like to get down there and make a show down there in Massachusetts. But yeah, of course, we are open to traveling and to doing shows for sure. We want what we want to do. We want to please the crowd. That's what we
Yeah,
want.
absolutely. Absolutely. So let's see. There's quite a few here. It's hard to pick. Let's see what we got. Okay, this is from Margaret. And we might have touched on this a little earlier, but we can repeat. How many CDs have you made and are they available for sale? I only have 3 of your CDs.
We only have three CDs out right now. Like I said, we were supposed to be working on another one, but because of the COVID, it kind of stalled the stuff. So the studios and stuff like that, we couldn't get in. So,
Right.
but we will be working because we don't know now. It's like if the shows pick up, probably won't have much time to go back into studio and do CDs. But the song choices are already picked and everything. We want to work on it, but we don't know what's going to happen. So, but we do
Right.
have three CDs out there. We have Elvis popular songs, gospel songs, and a country album. So feel free, reach out. We'll try to get it out to you for sure.
All right. Last question we're going to get to right here. And I think this is an interesting question. Um, but this comes from Marion. And it said, did Sylvain have to work hard to lose his French accent when speaking, or did he, I guess, lose it while living in the States? Is that, how would you answer that?
I lost it in the States.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lost it in the States. Uh, Actually, yeah, because I mean, I was 3 years old, so was I really speaking at 3 years old? I don't even remember myself. But
It's
uh,
true.
I know it was a hard time to learn the English at the beginning. I remember a few situations that I had to stand up for myself because I was not really understanding what the English people were saying to me. But no, like I said, I did all my studies and everything, all the schooling I did it in the States. So,
Right.
uh, so no, and even back after all these years in Canada, I'm so much more at ease in English with myself. I mean,
Right.
it's but yeah, I think I did lose my French when I went to the States,
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. That
especially
answers your
back.
question.
People
All
say
right.
this guy doesn't speak French very well.
Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm gonna put this up on the screen one more time. Go to and ask Sylvain to be a friend on Facebook. If he has room. I know a lot of us ETAs, we're way over the limit, but
I'm not really familiar. Well, I am familiar, but I mean, I try to make room, and
Yeah.
it's overwhelming because you don't know what's going on, and
Yeah.
people just keep asking. I try. I go over. Sometimes I notice that I have like 5, 6 same name, so then I try to clean that up and make
Yeah.
room for more people. So be
True.
patient. If you do ask, it's not that I don't want you on. It's just that I think this is like a 5,000
Limit.
people you can have. So
Yeah.
I do
I
my
have the same issue.
yeah.
I think I have like 500 friend requests waiting because I don't have no room. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
there must be another way to do this, but I don't know. I like I
right.
said,
But there's his Facebook. If he can make room for you, he'll try. He'll definitely try.
I will happily will. Yes, I will.
Oh, well, man, look, thank you for coming on the show, man. It's been awesome, and we've had a lot of fun.
Let me just tell you something. I'm very
Okay.
happy for what you're doing. You are an awesome entertainer,
Thank
and,
you.
and what you're doing is very, very special. Thank you very much for having me on tonight. This was really sort of a privilege to be here.
Oh, well, thank you, man. It's an honor to have you on. I appreciate it. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take SYLVAIN off the screen. He's gonna wait patiently back in the little green room, is what we like to call it here on the show. And then after we get Cody's interview finished, we're gonna get him back on here, and we're gonna play a little Elvis trivia with both of them. How does that sound, ladies and gentlemen? Does that sound cool with you? All right, man. But we'll get you back on in just a few minutes.
Hey, if you can, send me the questions so I can get ready.
I'll text them to you for sure. All right, we'll see you in a few.
Okay.
All right, SYLVAIN LEDUC, ladies and gentlemen, man, great guy, great Elvis tribute artist. He loves what he does, and great friend, just an awesome guy all around. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it has come to the time in the show where it is time for
the question of the day.
It is time for the question of the day, and here it is right there on the screen. What are you most thankful for today? I thought that was a great question for everything that's going on right now. So all you need to do is go right down at the comment section, type your answer in, and let me know, what are you most thankful for today? And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick, short commercial break, and then when we come back, I will reveal some of y'all's answers, and I will reveal mine as well. So the question of the day is, what are you most thankful for today? Go ahead and start commenting your answers, and we'll be right back to reveal those answers for the weekly chat with Austin in just a flash. Hey everybody, Austin Irby here. I want to personally invite you out to the 2021 Austin Irby Fan Retreat, March 25th through the 28th, 2021 in the Great Smoky Mountains of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This 4-day, 3-night fan retreat in the Great Smoky Mountains, how much better can it get? So you need to come and join us, because we are going to have 3 full concerts featuring myself and my other performers for the fan retreat, activities, meet and greets, and so much more. Joining me for the 2021 Austin Irby Fan Retreat is the 2015 Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Champion, Mr. David Lee, award-winning entertainer and tribute artist Michael Chambliss, award-winner singer, songwriter, and tribute artist Travis Powell, award-winning entertainer and tribute artist Matt Cordell, and the incredible Samantha Chambliss. You do not want to miss the 2021 Austin Irby Fan Retreat. As you can see by the lineup, it is going to be incredible. All you need to do is go to AustinIrbyEntertainment.com, click on the Austin Irby Fan Retreat tab to find out more information, fill out your registration form, and buy your packages. You can do it all right there online at AustinIrbyEntertainment.com. I look forward to seeing you at the 2021 Austin Irby Fan Retreat, March 25th through the 28th, 2021 in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Be there or be square. 2021 Austin Irby Fan Retreat. There's a little sneak peek of what you're going to be able to see. You can go to my website to find out more information about that and see the full-blown promo video for the event as well. You can go there and watch that on the website as well. So we got comments coming in like crazy. So let's get to a few of those and see what everybody is thankful for. All right, we'll start right here. Phyllis, health and happiness. Fantastic answer. Kimberly, Salvation. Awesome. Let's see. Kathy, my friends and family. Penny family. Awesome. Let's see how many, what else we got here? They're going so fast, hard to keep up with. Miss Jane, family, friends, and health. Grant. Awesome. Let's see. Joan, let's see. I'm thankful that my mom. Awesome. That's fantastic. Yes. We will definitely keep her in our prayers for sure. 100%. I would definitely do that for you. All right. Let's try to get one more up here. Let's see. Who is this? Barb Saunders. And like I said, I'm not good with names. So if I mispronounce some names, I apologize. I'm not good with announcing names. Family, happy and health. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for commenting your answers for the question of the day. I thought that was a great question because with everything that's going on, I'm thankful to be able to be alive. And, the Lord has gave me another day to be able to live my life to the fullest, chat with you guys tonight. And also my wonderful family, for God giving me a talent to share with all of you guys. And man, I could just the list could just go and go and go and go. So, but my family, my friends, my health, and everything God's done for me, man, I'm thankful for all of that. So that is my main things right now, to answer that question for you guys. So, I'm assuming you guys are probably ready for this next guy to get on here. I don't know if I'm ready for him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm ready for him to get on here. I want to be truthful with you guys. When we were doing the test a little while ago, me and him probably had like a 30-minute conversation, and time just flew by. And I realized that we was a minute to going live. So I was like, oh my God, I got to get set. So I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off to make sure everything was good to go. But it was okay. We had a lot of catching up to do. So you got to do what you got to do when you got time. So, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get him on the screen. Man, he is an award-winning Elvis tribute artist, and he has been in the top 3 in the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest. Is it 2 years or 3 years? It's 2, right? 2 or 3. I don't know. It's 2 or 3. I can't remember. I can't keep up with him. So he'll tell you later. So let's get him on the screen, Mr. COTE DEONATH. What's happening, man?
Put some hearts on the screen for Mr. Austin Irby for doing a phenomenal job on these weekly chats.
Oh, what's going on, man?
What's up with you, man? I mean, good Lord, we had a 30-minute conversation, but it still wasn't enough, man. It wasn't.
I know. We didn't get to talk about everything. We tried to fit, we got to fit that much in like 30 minutes, but it needs to be like that.
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so much. I mean, so much going on in the world today. I mean, good
I know,
Lord.
But hey, we're still living and breathing. We're right here. I wish it was in person, but hey, look,
we got to do what we got to do. Absolutely,
that's right.
We got to do it.
So is it 2 or 3 times? Which is it? I can't remember.
I mean, officially it's 2 times, but I mean, we said it with Taylor. I mean, and they said it with Taylor on the Quick Productions live stream. I mean, he's currently the only Ultimate to reign for 2 years. So we're kind of rolling over the whole thing. So I guess we're gonna run with it. I mean, he's the Ultimate for 2 years, so we're second, and Bradley Pennington second, and I'm third. I mean, whatever we do. I mean, I don't know.
So just say 2 or 3. It still can be 3. Whatever
it is. I'm just kidding. But 2 years, I've been blessed enough to be a part of the Ultimate Elvis Top 3. Man, I mean, absolutely. It's a blessing, man, and that's a contest that is. It is our standard bearer in our business, man. So many greats have passed through that stage and made a name for themselves. And
absolutely,
and, man, fortunate enough that me and you shared that same stage, 2016, 2017, 2018. I mean, good Lord. I mean, it's just like, how awesome is that, man? I mean,
it's a feeling of a lifetime.
It is, and it was quite funny. I remember my first Ultimate. You'd been in it the year before, and I actually sat. And what is it? Was it no? What it was? It was 14. Was your first?
I was 14, 16, and 18.
14, 16, and 18. Okay, and then 15. Neither of us made it.
No,
but
we ran it together. Your first time was 16, so we both was
it was from Tampa, and then you were representing where were you representing?
Let me think. Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. And I mean, just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
It was fun. It was fun. And hey, I want you guys, if you want to, I wish I had the clip on here, but you can go on YouTube and watch from 2016 for when they called my name and Cody's name. I literally had to catch him because he was going to face plant before.
I mean, it was both of us were like, okay. And then they called you, and then they called me, and I about died. You know what I mean? It was
crazy.
It was insane.
I'm glad they called my name second, so I could just get it out of the way. You know what I mean? But they called his name like 8th or 9th, so he was toward the end. So he was.
And you want to know the bad thing is, they do it every single year.
I know. It's a trend.
It's like, man. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. It was like last year, I think I was the second to last person to be called, going into the top 10. And it was like, man, what a ride, man. Just great being here. And then we just got down to the wire, and I'm like, all right, well, this is going to be one way or another. I'm like, Cody down. And I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, for those of you who are watching, when you're waiting, you're having to wait to the very end. Your heart feels like it is going to.
I'm not trying to but it's the worst feeling I've ever felt.
It is.
It's like almost as bad as going up in the middle of the classroom and having to do your speech or read your essay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst feeling in the world. You're like, I'm the
you don't know what to say.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you later.
Like what? Like you don't even know what to do, man.
You know, speaking of 2016, there's people commenting about 2016 that they saw. I dug up this photo right here. This is right
outside of the Orpheum. Oh my God.
That was right after we both had made the top 10, and we for both of our first times, and we had to do the interviews and stuff. And man, when we walked out and we got like a fresh of like breath, air.
Yeah.
Fresh air, man. It was like, and people's just hovering. And
yeah,
I will say, we
they just jumped on you. You're like, I don't know what's happening.
And I think after that, we went like celebrated at like IHOP or somewhere, right? I think
that was where we went. Yeah, man, it was IHOP. That's for those of you who don't know watching, that's like the standard bearer between me, Austin, and Taylor. I mean, that's where we all go. Like, man, after I talk about Taylor, after Taylor won the ultimate, I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, go to IHOP. I was like, yes, go to IHOP.
That's it. Man.
We went to IHOP.
I ran across a photo from my first time in Live Oak, and you and I are sitting at the table at the Waffle House there in Live Oak. And oh my God, I didn't dig up that photo to put on here tonight because I was like, man, that's just a little too embarrassing. But I was like, man, where is the time gone?
Man, I tell you what, it's gone by fast. I mean, it's crazy to think everything that we've done, and we're sitting here, and we're in 2020, and it seems like yesterday that we were, in Georgia and Brunswick in 2014, right. And I mean, it's like it was yesterday, man. I mean, it's just crazy. It seems like yesterday that we were in Memphis, like now, getting ready for the ultimate, getting ready for images, getting ready for quicks. I mean, it's just like ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous how fast time goes by, man.
And it seems like everything's going faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, they say that it doesn't slow down; it just goes by fast.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, man, let's kick this thing off. So. Let's go back in time, way back in time.
I think we've gone back far, but we want to go back farther.
Go back just a little further to Live Oak, Florida, man. The I Remember You contest. That we first met we were talking earlier. It was 2011, right?
2011. That's when it was.
2011. So let's talk about that now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure Cody probably remembers, but in that contest, we were the only two in the youth competition. The only two, and of course, it was my first time. Of course, well, I don't know which way to point, but he won. But that's okay. He deserved it. He deserved it. But anyway, we both had faults at that contest. Do you remember? We both had something happen. Do you remember that?
I don't remember. Yes, I remember what happened to you.
My one time, my belt fell off at my first year.
Yes.
Yes, and then you were doing Mystery Train Tiger Man, and you threw your microphone.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh no.
That was our first year,
and it was like, I'm the king of the Jolly Call Me Tiger. Fop. And I was like, da, and you do the moves, and then I go back to saying the microphone's not there, and the lady's just handing it. Just she's like doing this
back to you, like,
and
here you
I
go.
look down and she's just right there. She's like, here you go. I'm like,
he's cracking up laughing. He's dying laughing. But that was our first year. But I mean, it was awesome. It was fun, and man, I went back for I don't know how many years. I continued to go there.
We progressed and we progressed and we progressed.
Yeah.
Man, I was fortunate enough to. That was my first professional contest that I ever won. Was Live Oak,
right?
2015. I won, and it's crazy. And then
it is crazy.
And then that was just kind of that was kind of where we all like honed our craft. You, myself, Alex Swindle, Taylor was there 1 year.
Speaking of Taylor, I don't know, he might kill me for showing this, but here's a photo from Taylor's first time there, and all three of us together.
Teddy Mack in the background. That was in 2014.
I believe so.
2014 or 2013.
How time flies.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous, man.
It's absolutely nuts. But I mean, like, look how far we come, man. I mean, it's great. It's a huge blessing. It's a huge blessing.
Absolutely.
And I think about that, and I'll still to this day, besides the Ultimate, I mean, Live Oak had some of the wildest crowd members of them all, man. I mean,
sure did.
Pinky finger and they'll go nuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So now, since we went back in history, let's press forward. So give the viewers the story. What age did you start when you started doing Elvis? How did you get into it, man? I know the story, but not the viewers might not. So give us the story. I
mean, I was 2 years old, and I was a problem child, as they say, and I remember sitting there, and I don't remember watching the movie Follow That Dream, but I remember that I couldn't sit still. And they say that I sat still. I didn't move. And then, I watched that movie till it was worn out. Like you were talking about the VHS tape with you and SYLVAIN and Jailhouse Rock and stuff like that. And my movie was Follow That Dream. And it was filmed 15 minutes away from where I live. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that. I was a 2-year-old kid. I didn't even know who the heck this guy was. That had this charming smile and he got the girl and he was singing, and it was kind of like, you look back at it now, it was just like this, like electricity that just flowed from the television to whoever he was. I mean, he's gone, but I mean, that happens. It's his charisma that just oozes out of him. And my first memory that I remember now of Elvis is I got the Aloha from Hawaii VHS tape. It was in an orange VHS cover, and Elvis. Right. I don't know if you know that picture, but he has the microphone, and it's his hand, and it has an orange tint to it.
Right.
And that's what was on the cover, and I watched that, and the first time I saw Elvis, man, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
That's right.
Because it was at the end of something, and he did this, and he just kind of had that little smirk, and then he just kind of ended it like, I just did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then he had the cape, and then it was over. And I grabbed bed sheets to make it a cape, and I had markers and using them as microphones, and I had like these little yarn balls that I tied on my belt to like make them like my chains. You know how we have the chain on the jumpsuit belt. That's right. And it was just so silly, but anything that I could grab, I was like just doing it, and it was like it was so it caught my family off guard, and they all thought it was a passing phase, and it never was. I mean, it was. it wasn't going to go away, unbeknownst to any of us. Like, we didn't know it at the time. Batman went away, you know, but Star Wars, wrestling. But I mean, all those things came back. I mean, I'm a huge
absolutely
nerd, you know what I'm saying? So I love all that stuff.
I'm with you.
Elvis always was there, no matter what. No matter if I wasn't quite embracing, you know, that side of me in school and stuff like that. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wasn't the coolest kid, but you know, liking Elvis and stuff like that. And it's like, that's not the cool thing. They're all listening to rap and pop and everything like that. And I'm sitting over here listening to, you know, How the Web Was Woven. And they're like, what is that? Why? Yeah. Like, I'm like, listen, man, this is real music. And then that leads into Michael Jackson, Johnny Cash, Conway Twitty, all of these greats, George Jones, Prince, Queen, all of these things that it leads into. I mean, and it's great music, and they don't make them like that anymore.
No, they don't. And you know, it's you know, that's a perfect topic of what I was fixing to say. But you know, when I was in school, you know, and a lot of my family went to the same school with me. So when we get in my truck, you know, to go home or to go wherever, I mean, Elvis would be playing. You'd have Buddy Holly playing. You'd have, you know, Conway, like you said, and all these great artists. And they would just look at me and be like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "That's music. What you listen to is not music.
This is not." And not to diss, like there's a lot of good music out there today, but
absolutely.
I mean, the depth of the songwriting out there now, it's not what it used to be, you know, 20 years ago. I mean, even, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, it's not. But that, it's just kind of snowballed into that, man. And I mean, you know, my grandmother was the driving force. And then my family got behind it, and she just, I say without her, I wouldn't have the life that I have right now. I wouldn't be blessed enough to have the things in my life right now and to have done the things that I've done. And I owe my success to my family, my friends, the Elvis fans, you know, and you know, I mean, it's humbling, man. I mean,
absolutely.
Piece of the puzzle, I say.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody does.
So, pressing forward, in your own words, what's the, you know, I kind of, you know, did SYLVAIN the same question, but this is a little worded a little different. But what is the best part of being an Elvis tribute artist?
Man, just getting to sing the music that you love, and that you get to, in a way, educate. Not educate isn't the right. In some sense it is, but spread his legacy. That's what I'm looking for. Not only to the generation that was there, but to generations to come. That's what I take most pride in. That if we can even bring a sliver of what it was like back then, or a moment, or just a smile, we've done our job. That's our job. You know, our job is to pay tribute to him, you know, and I think that's my favorite part of paying tribute to Elvis. I mean, and is that love that we all share.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, like I told SYLVAIN earlier, you know, we're all big Elvis fans, and Elvis is practically,
we're actually Elvis fans first, and then we're tribute artists.
Yeah. And you know, and not only that, you know, he's a hero to us, you know?
Yeah, he's our superhero. Wore cape.
Yeah, he is.
Cape.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Elvis had a cape. He's a superhero.
That's right. And you know, I mean,
I jumped out of the couch with my Elvis cape and tried to fly.
That's right. You know, I mean, and that's what I tell people all the time. You know, Elvis is like, he's my hero, and I'm one of his biggest fans. And then I pay tribute to him because I am a fan. You know,
exactly. That's why we
and that's why we all do it. I mean, that's why we all do it. I mean, all of us say the same exact thing. I don't think anybody would probably change that answer. I think everybody would do the same.
I think that's your answer. You know, 10 out of 10.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So is there a country that you have not performed in that you would like to perform in?
Well, there's multiple that I was going to COTE before
this year.
whole mess of HIPAA thing. And one of those countries that I was most looking forward to go to was Australia. I was slated to do multiple shows in Australia this year, and next year as well. And that for me is super, super amazing that we are paying tribute to a guy that is allowing us to travel the world.
Yep.
And like Australia, like, come on, man. Like, really? I mean, even England, you know what I mean? I mean,
yeah,
like,
Japan.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I know they're just like right over the New York state line into Canada, but I mean, like, that's, some people don't get out of the state of Florida, and we're traveling all over the place, out of the state of South Carolina. I mean, and we're all over the place, you know. So I think Australia is, I'm a huge, and I know this may be stereotypical, but I've heard so many beautiful things about Australia and just how it's just unbelievably awesome. But a bucket list thing for me, not only to go to Australia and perform at Viva Surfers Paradise, and hopefully I get to go there next year with the festival, but it's to go to Steve Irwin's zoo. That's why that's such a bucket list thing for me. And I watched him. If it wasn't Elvis at that time, it was the Crocodile Hunter.
That's right.
It was the Crocodile Hunter. And it was like so ridiculous. I mean, if you talk to my grandfather, he'll tell you stories of how I would go in the pool house and wrestle plastic alligators and lasso them and stuff, like, because I was like, I am the Crocodile Hunter. Like,
that's right.
Like, so that's always been a bucket list thing for me to do. So Australia, I'm very much looking forward to going there.
Awesome.
Hopefully in the near future, once this whole mess of situation dies down, man.
Awesome. And you know, as a child, you know, growing up, and this goes for all of us growing up, you know, we never thought we would be in the position we're in right now, you know, traveling the world.
Not even close.
Performing in places that, you know, you'd be like, oh my God, you know, you walk into this place and you're like, now how did I get here? You know, you think you have to go back to try to, you know, it's like, how did this happen? Because I never thought in a million years it would happen, you know?
I mean, for me, when I graduated high school, I was on the track to becoming a firefighter paramedic.
Right.
I was in firefighting school, and I went on a cruise, and I met some, we call them quality mules, because they're quality. They're just quality guys. George Trillinger and Tim Stamper.
Absolutely.
On the cruise for Lucky Young. It was a rock and roll cruise, and I was talking to them, and they were like, "You mean you're not doing this full time?" And I was like, "No, this is a hobby. This was always gonna be my life regardless." But I was on the slate to go get a regular job, and this was gonna be a hobby. And like, no. So I got the trip. I went to my family and I said, I'm dropping out of college and I'm going to do the tribute artist stuff. And they're like, okay, great. Whatever you need. And I haven't looked back since. I mean, it's
exactly like, what I did.
Crazy, man. I mean, it's like, you look at that. I mean, you look at how vastly different our lives would have been if we would have, you know, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. You follow your dream with whatever it is. But Absolutely. This was our dream, and we sure as heck did follow it, man. No pun intended.
Yep. And look at the outcome, man. I mean, it's been great for us, and you know, and like some of these people are commenting here, even though we're getting older and the years are going by quicker, we still got a bright future ahead, is what everybody's saying, and we appreciate you guys saying that. We really do. But
the blessing.
You know, we just love what we do, and this is what we decided to do, and here we are. You know,
absolutely.
So, man, you know, like SYLVAIN and I was talking, man, we've been in numerous competitions. We've been in numerous competitions together, like the Ultimate and many more. Man, you've had your share of winning many, and Images of the King, the Ultimate. I mean, many competitions. But I get asked this all the time from especially local fans that live here where I live, because they don't really go to these competition stuff.
Yeah.
But they see the videos, and they always ask me, what's the atmosphere like in your opinion, in how you are before a contest? What's the atmosphere? What's going through your mind
so
during all that?
You're talking about it, and you're making me have like flashbacks and stuff like that, and goosebumps and all that stuff. I'm like, so the atmosphere. I don't know. I just think it's just a constant injection of adrenaline when you get into that venue, performance arena, whatever it is, and then when you get on stage, it's like supercharged. It's a supercharged adrenaline shot straight to the heart, man. And you're like, it's something takes over you. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's just excitement, love, and just, man, we're doing this. This is insanely fun. I mean, that's what besides the part where you're waiting for the results and your stomach feels like it's in your throat. That part sucks, but
that's horrible.
Other than that, I mean, like, it's just fun, man. It's just so much fun, and I love every minute of it. I miss it. You know, I was signed up to compete in Nashville, Niagara Falls, the EP Continentals, Charlotte's Motor Speedway in Penticton. I was supposed to compete in 5 this year,
right.
And I missed it, man. I was really pumped, and there's just a certain way about it. Like I said, minus the results part. I mean, it's just something about being with your friends and the guys backstage and cutting up and just, you know, just hanging out. And I mean, you just hang out and you're walking the streets with them. You're going and meet and greeting with people and just spending time with each other. And then you get the headliner shows at the same time. I mean, it's part of the festival.
Every night. Yeah, it's incredible.
It's great. It's a different feel competing and then headlining.
Yeah, there's a
completely different feel.
Oh, yeah.
But I definitely miss it, man, and I definitely love the atmosphere of just. It's like it's a warmth. If you had to, you had to, like, it's a warm feeling. Like because we've come to know it so well.
Yep.
We just feel at home in it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Except the ultimate. The ultimate's like a whole nother ball game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You just got that. You just got those nerves, man, and you're just like, all right, we're here.
I'll never forget my first time, man. You know, I'm sitting back there and. You know, I'm just looking and I see Adam Fitzpatrick and I see Ted Torres and, you know, all these great guys that's been doing it for years. I mean, Kevin Mills, and I'm sitting there going, now, wait a minute. How did I end up here with all these guys?
Absolutely,
you know,
man.
You know, you start thinking that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, man, it's crazy. You have to kind of like, oh, shoot, we're actually going to do this. You know what I'm saying?
We're actually here and going to do it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you're, you know, like he said, you know, the ultimate's complete different, you know, atmosphere. You know, you got a little more pressure on you, and you're a little more nervous. But once you hit that stage and you realize where you are, you're in Memphis, and you're actually in the biggest Elvis competition in the entire world. Then it's like, okay, let's do this. You know, let's do this. Let's have fun, pay tribute. You know, and I think. And I think a lot of the guys would say the same thing. When we go out on that stage, we're not really thinking about, hey, we're in a contest. We're here to try to beat you and beat you. We don't think none of that.
No, you want complete honesty about what I'm thinking when I walk on the stage?
What's that?
Don't trip.
I'm with you. Don't script the words.
Don't trip.
And you know, and
that's
I always
my biggest fear, like walking up those steps and then you just like, and representing so and so, COTE DEONATH, clunk, clunk, clunk. Hey,
oh God! And you know, I mean, another thing I think that goes through all our minds is we're thinking, hey, we're here to pay tribute to Elvis, and just to give this audience some type of memory, you know, for those that never saw Elvis or for those that did see Elvis, you know, just give them a little, you know, a little memory. And, you know, you just think about all that at the same time. And plus you're thinking about don't fall, don't mess up the words. You know, you think about all, it's a lot of pressure, but we enjoy it. If we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't do it.
It's a show, man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But so let's talk about ETA festivals. And how all that came about. Talk about some of your fests you got coming up. So fill us in on all that.
Well, man, I've been blessed enough to get the opportunity to put on our own festival festivals throughout the United States, and we do have 4 of them that are slated for this fall and this coming spring. We have our original festival, which sprung this whole crazy journey, which is called the Summer Festival in Inverness, Florida. It's usually in June. We rescheduled it to October of this year, October 14th through the 17th. We are still on. I know a lot of people are asking.
Yeah,
It's still happening. And we're going to be keeping everybody safe, physical distancing, social distancing, sanitizing, 6 feet apart, mask. I mean, we're going to try to do everything we can to have a phenomenal festival, but also staying safe and keeping everybody safe at the same time.
Right.
We've got Orlando in September. We've got that's the Orlando's Tribute to the King. That is at the Westgate Lakes Resort, beautiful resort. And then we have another Westgate property that we partner with in River Ranch, Florida, which is right in the middle of nowhere. And it's a ranch. And we're going to be celebrating Christmas there with 10 amazing ETAs. Myself and Austin are included in that. We got your 2019 and 2020 Ultimate Elvis Champion, 2015 Ultimate Elvis Champion David Lee, my good friend Alex Mitchell, Jeff Lewis as your master ceremonies, Riley Jenkins, 2018 Ultimate Champion Ben Thompson, all the way from England, that are going to be there. And Fever is now the band for the Christmas weekend, as the border restrictions have kept TIC from coming over. So Fever will be backing us up. That's a first here. So you heard it here first. Fever is now the band. So it's going to be amazing. And then we have Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in February, which is the first ever Elvis and Friends tribute weekend. So it's not just Elvis, it's his friends too. We got Roy Orbison, we got Conway Twitty, we got the Blues Brothers, we got Buddy Holly, we got who else do we have? Good Lord, we have Richie Valens. We have the whole Winter Dance Party that's going to be there. So ETAs that are also performing as their alter egos. I mean, you know about that. Have you ever seen his Rockin' the Night Away show? Good Lord.
My Rockin' the Night Away show.
Like amazing.
Well, thank you.
Amazing.
We try.
So it's going to be fun, man. I mean, I'm just beyond. Yeah. Yeah. You succeed.
I try. You know,
absolutely. So, man,
you know, you just, you know, you sit back and, you know, you put your mind to things. And I mean, you all can see by what you're seeing here, you know, he put his mind to doing these festivals and boom, here you go. I mean, success. And, you know, and I got, you know, my shows I'm doing, you know, you put, you know, for all of you younger guys or singers or entertainers that watch, you put your mind to something, you can make it happen. You know, you can make it happen. It's not a problem. You know, you can make it happen. So, you know, it's just so make sure there it is right there on the screen. All you need, you go to etafestivals.com and come see us at the Christmas weekend. I'm going to be there. So that's going to be awesome and a lot of fun. And I'm honored to be there. So thank you, man, for asking me to be a part. And who knows what else I'm going to be a part. You know, you never know. We have to wait.
Absolutely. You never know. You never know, man. And but yeah, it's been a huge blessing, huge blessing. And I couldn't have done it without Lou, Jeff Lewis, Jeannie, Susan, Quinn, my mom, my dad, you know, my family, you know, all of you guys that, you know, trusted me on that first festival and trust me on these ones, man. I mean, it's a group effort, everybody. I mean, it's not just it's everybody. It's ETA Festivals is everybody. Right. It's all of the Elvis family, even the fans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's for the fans, man. That's why we're all doing what we do, is for them. You know?
Absolutely, that's true.
So
that's true.
It's been awesome. I'm just ready for one of them to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it to happen now. You know?
I feel you. So
absolutely.
So pressing forward, and I know you kind of, I guess you could say, kind of touched this topic a few minutes ago when we were talking about something else. But if you were not an Elvis tribute artist, you know, what career path would you have chosen? I know you said something about, you know, fire, you know, paramedic. Is there something else besides that, or is that really it? Oh, we lost him. He dropped out. Might have to come back in. All right. Sorry about that. Hey, technology, what can you do? You know how this stuff is. Cody's going to log back on. We're going to get it back on, and then we'll answer that question. But in the meantime, you know, as what we were saying, you know, I mean, for all you younger, you know, ETAs and just singers in general, you know, if you put your mind to something, you know, you can do anything. All right, here he is. Let's put him back on. Okay, are you with me now?
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Holy moly!
You
Okay.
just when you started freezing, and then all of a sudden it froze and went off.
What?
That's all I know. So I'm pretty sure
Lord.
you heard my question, correct?
Yeah. So
Okay, go ahead.
in this ETA world, man, I've learned a lot of stuff, and one of them is video editing and graphic design. Graphic design more than video editing. I'm very amateur when it comes to video editing, but graphic design, all those posters that you see on my fan page, all the posters, everything, that's all me. You know, I've been very blessed to learn how to do that, and I would say if I didn't, I drew when I was in high school. I took art classes and stuff like that when I was in high school and stuff like that. So that was always a passion to me. Writing was always a passion. I have to think I would have kept on the firefighter EMT thing, and then I kind of would have pursued another passion like writing or drawing, graphic design, or I don't know, business. I really love business.
Right.
I really love how the inner workings of companies work, how to turn a profit, how to do all these different things. I really like that stuff.
Right.
So I guess you could say any one of those. I mean, I narrow it down. I can't narrow it down because there's no telling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
I know what you
multiple possibilities that could have happened.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. I got one more question for Cody. If any of the viewers that are watching, if you have any questions for him, go ahead and make them right down here in the comment section, and I'll put them up on the screen so he can see them and see who they're from and answer them at the best of his ability. So go ahead and start making those comments. But, man, final thing, and here lately, you know, I've just kind of been ending all the interviews like this, but something positive, man. You could tell the viewers that are watching that's going through all this right now. I mean, just what type of positive message?
Just do your part. That's what I have to say. Do your part, please. Right. As someone who, you know, had his experience with this virus, thank God, it was past the point of contamination and contagiousness and stuff like that, and I didn't catch anything. Beyond blessed. But do your part, because there's no telling what we can do together, and if we do this together, we are going to overcome this, and we will. This too shall pass, and we will be back together, even if it's from a safe distance. That's the track we're heading to. There's different things that are coming out about vaccines, new ways to fight this thing. It's ever changing.
Right.
And one more thing, we can only do as much as we can do.
That's right.
Remember, you know,
absolutely.
You can only do as much as you can do.
That's
and
right.
Post some puppies on Facebook or something like that. And I really don't. I stay out of that Facebook and all that stuff. But post some puppies, post some dogs, post some funny videos.
Post something positive today.
Post something positive. You know, I mean, good Lord. Like,
that's right.
We all are in this together. It is not woe pitiful me. It's woe pitiful us as a world right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
I want that to be your guys' mission. Everybody that watching, I want to see how many cute cat photos or funny videos we can post online in the next week, and then hashtag weekly chats with Austin Irving. So we know that you did it.
Or you can hashtag COTE as Elvis.
And then tag us both. And look at
That's right.
hat. He's wearing a hat. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like stuff like
That's
that.
right.
That's what I can say. Spread love. Spread
Absolutely.
cheer, spread positivity. That's what I can say.
That's true. That's good. All right. Well, we got a lot of questions popping on, but I got to show you something because I got tickled at one point. You got to see this. This is from Bruno Nesci, so you could probably only wonder what it says, right?
Oh, God.
He says that.
Oh, no. No, I don't think I was. And if
I don't think. Yeah.
Ugh.
Nice.
This is PG. This is a PG. This is actually a G-rated show.
G-rated show.
G-rated show. You can't be doing that.
Oh God, Lord, he's so crazy. I'm gonna have him on in a few weeks, so it's gonna be hysterical. All right. All right. Here's a question. This is from Cassidy. One place you would go to perform that you haven't been to, and why that place? Hard, right? Hard question.
Dang it! Crap! Oh man.
2,000 years later.
That SpongeBob episode 2,000 years later.
Oh God.
Oh man. I don't know. Oh gosh. It's so broad. It's such a broad statement.
I know, right?
If I could pick a place, I would say we talked about Australia, Spain.
Yeah. Spain. Oh yeah, great. That'd be good. Is there a reason? She asked, is there a reason why you choose Spain, or nothing in particular?
Because I've never been to Spain.
Never. Hey.
But I've been to Oklahoma.
Great song. I knew you were going to come back with something.
I'm done. Don't. I should be chastised for that. That was.
Oh God.
That was crazy. But it's
Okay.
true for both of those things.
It's true.
Oklahoma, Jeff Lewis and Friends, Oklahoma.
We have. We've both been to Oklahoma. Absolutely.
Festivals that happened 2 years.
Absolutely. Jeff Lewis and Friends, man, best. Oh,
but
if you've never been, they need to come, right?
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely.
They need to come. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, this is a great question, I think. If you met Elvis, what would you say to him?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
That's what I would say. To be truthful, if I saw Elvis face to face, to begin with, I'd probably be speechless.
I would faint.
I probably would do that.
Back up and I would say thank you.
I would probably. There was probably a couple things that I would could probably say. I'd probably say thank you for making all my dreams come true. And not only that, I might would have some questions. I would love to know. What was it about entertaining a live audience that just made him feel so special? What was it? I'd love to sit down and have that conversation because it would be a story of a lifetime, man. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Okay, let's see. We have some of the same questions, so I don't want to do the same ones. Let's see what we got. There's quite a few here. Bruno says, wait a minute, where did it go?
Oh no.
I have to try to find it. I had to find what it was. Okay, all right. Here, this is from Carrie. What's your favorite outfit to perform in and song to perform? Another hard question.
That's another broad question. Favorite song to perform, Suspicious Minds.
Okay.
The 1970 version.
Right.
The That's the Way It Is, because he just hammered that sucker home, man. I mean, he was just like, bam, it was raw. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was
absolutely.
He was more level-headed in 73 in Aloha, but I mean, 70, man, he did some wild stuff on stage, man. I mean, he was just, like, all over the place. Favorite suit to perform in right now? The Now suit. I don't know why I am so drawn to that suit, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Maybe because it's the most comfortable suit that I own.
Yeah, could be.
That's why I love it so much.
Oh, Lord.
I don't feel like I've got 20 pounds of studs on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just some conscious, man.
It's true. All right. This is a great question. Oh, This is a hard one to answer. Jonathan Rader, what's happening, my man? He
Hey,
asked, what's your favorite room in Graceland?
Jungle Room.
I would answer the same thing.
Jungle Room all the way. And if I couldn't pick the Jungle Room, it'd be the racquetball room.
Yes, I can second
Actually,
that.
no, scratch that. I retract my statement. It's not the Jungle Room. It's the racquetball room.
Yeah,
the racquetball room. I remember, I think it was this past year in Memphis. Me and Lou, Big Lou, we got into Memphis early, and I think I talked about this before, but we did the VIP Graceland tour, which you got to hold some stuff, and you got to go backstage, and you got to go in this private. Unbelievable. If you haven't done it, you need to do it. If you're going to Elvis Week just to go this year, you need to do it. We got in there, and I didn't go to the house in 2018, but in 2018 is when they restored the racquetball room to its former, or it was 2018. It was in 2018 because they still had it because the complex were being built and not everything was finished in 2017. So 2019 was the first time that I toured the house. And I remember walking in there, and they have Unchained Melody and Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain playing just ever so softly, so it sounds like Elvis is singing and it's echoing. And you walk in that racquetball room, and me and Lou just started bawling.
Oh yeah, you feel that emotion. I did the same exact thing, man.
If you thought that you'd never seen a grown man cry, I mean, we were bawling. I mean, we just uncontrollably, because we were like, this is where he spent his final moments. And now you can really see what it was like. You walk in there, and there's the racquetball court, and it's so awesome. Like, I mean, it's just unlike no other. And honestly, not a lot of people know it, but there's a stairway that goes up, and there's another. I don't know what's up there, but they said they won't tell us what's up there. But they said there's another level to the racquetball room, and I think there may be like a tub. I think someone said, or something like that. Okay. Maybe someone in the comments can correct me, but they said that there's something up there that they're not allowing us to see still.
Wow!
But the racquetball room, man, absolutely,
that's awesome. So somebody asked, where did it go? I lost it. Man, these things are going so fast. Somebody said that we should do some Tom Jones. I'm saying they're referring to Helen, Georgia.
Helen, Georgia, man, that's like a staple. We have to do She's a Lady.
We have to. And then
it's not unusual.
That's right. Bruno says that this is not a question, but it is a fact that COTE is one of the most exciting and fun and passionate ETAs out there, and I'm proud to call him and Austin my friends and ETA brothers. Well, man, same.
Thank you for the kind words, my friend.
Awesome. All right, there was one more question I was going to put up here, and it slipped away from me. Okay, I think this is it right here. Since it's not possible to tour or do concerts during the pandemic, what have you been doing? Have you been doing some other work, or what have you been doing?
Well, okay, so we've had this amazing thing that we've been doing, the Facebook Live tour, the first ever Facebook Live tour back in March. Lou and me were, on the phone at 2 a.m. in the morning. And
that's when we all talk, by the way.
That's when we all talk.
Late at night.
Jeff thought about, we got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do something. And he's like, we got to do something on Facebook. And he's like, I was like, what? You like Facebook Live? He's like, yeah, Facebook Live. And he's like, what if we did a tour? And I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Brilliant idea.
Type it down. And that's like the famous lines. He's like, don't forget this. Don't let me forget this. And I'm like, and I automatically already have my phone ready for me to type it out.
Right.
And so we've been doing the Facebook Live tours, talk shows like Weekly Chats with Austin, the Friday Night Live show with Stewie V. We released on my first live album. That's on sale now.
People were asking about that. Yeah. Tell them about
it. It's on COTE as Elvis.com under shop. It's our first live album. It was recorded at Rock Crusher Canyon. And we have some other cool things that we may be putting out there in the coming months of that night that may be even, a step further. I don't know if maybe a DVD, maybe of some sorts, because it's filmed and recorded. But just little projects like that kind of get pushed to the back burner, and you know what I'm talking about, that don't get the attention.
Absolutely.
We're traveling on the road and stuff like that. yeah, it's been an outlet, and kind of catch up on the festivals and catch up with family and just spend time with everybody.
Sure.
Because I mean, I know when it starts back up again, it's going to start back up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and faster and probably quicker than normal.
Yeah,
that's true. All right, man. Well, look, for those of you who are watching, look, I've been putting it on the screen throughout this interview, but go like Cody's page. Cody is Elvis, and you can also like ETA Festivals. You can like that page as well, and do all that great stuff. And hopefully, we'll see you guys at one of his festivals or somewhere. And make sure you go check out that page and come join us at one of those. It's a lot of fun, and we have a blast. So you won't be disappointed. Trust me. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you off the screen, and then I'm going to do a quick commercial break. And then after that, we're going to get SYLVAIN back on here, and you guys are going to play a little Elvis trivia. What do you think?
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what Taylor Rodriguez said. Exactly. All right, man. I'll see you back on in just a few minutes.
All right, brother.
All right. Cody DEONATH, ladies and gentlemen, great guy. Man, you can tell we've known each other for a long, long time. But just a great person all around. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short, quick commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to get both of them on the screen. I know the show's probably going to go way over than what we normally do, but that's okay. As long as you guys, we still have over 80-something people watching. If you guys are having fun, we're having fun. So I don't ever put a time limit on this unless Facebook cuts me off, and that can happen. But hopefully that won't happen. But we're going to do a quick commercial break here. When we come back, we're going to get them both on the screen, and we're going to play some Elvis trivia with both of them. So don't go anywhere. Don't change that channel. We'll be right back with Weekly Chats with Austin.
When the going gets tough, we forge ahead. Pigeon Forge is all of us.
We're minding the daily grind.
We're helping neighbors.
We're looking on the bright side.
We are navigating through uncharted waters.
We're setting an extra place at the table.
We know the show will go on.
We're always looking up.
We're brewing a new spirit.
Pigeon Forge is all of us, forging ahead so that we can welcome friends and family back home again when the time is right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Weekly Chats with Austin, and I just want to give one more shout out to Cody and SYLVAIN for both being on the show tonight. They both have been incredible, and somebody put Pigeon Forge, my happy place. It's mine too. I go there all the time. So let's go ahead and get both of them on the screen really quick. Let me get this prepared here. Let me get both of them on the screen. We're going to get Cody back on. All right, there we go. Cody, you with me there?
Woo! Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. And SYLVAIN. Oh, yeah. You need to put your mask back on, SYLVAIN, so we can social distance.
Sorry. There's a lot of COVID in Florida, so.
Yeah. Well, see, what they're not saying is it's southern Florida, and actually where I am, it's pretty mild.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, my friend.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're staying safe, and our prayers are going down to southern Florida right now.
The media is one thing, you're hearing a lot of stuff, so you don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
And you just gotta trust. You gotta trust your
safe, my friend.
Absolutely, you gotta trust what. Wear your mask, social distance, sanitize. Don't go in large groups of people. Yeah,
that's right. All right, fellas, are you ready for this?
I'm not.
I ain't either.
I'm scared.
You're actually past my bedtime right now. So,
is it really?
What time is it daylight now? Oh no, it's dark.
No, it's dark here.
It's dark.
I'm in
reverse
time.
You're in reverse
I'm
time?
just kidding.
All right, SYLVAIN, I'm going to start with you, and here's how this is going to work. I will start with you and ask you the first question. And if you get it correct, then we'll go on to Cody. If you miss it, then I'll still go on to Cody, and he has a chance to get that question correct. So that's how it's going to work. First guy
on the buzzer. No,
don't. I wish we had a buzzer. That would be awesome.
Listen, man, I couldn't hit the buzzer fast enough if I did have one. If you guys were on the Elvis or saw a video of what we did on the Elvis cruise, I just couldn't hit everybody. It was like speeding Gonzalez. It was like bam. Ding. I was like, I know the answer, but I can't hit the bell.
I remember that. That was. I don't know what that was, but it was there. But anyway, so first one that gets the 5 will announce the winner. But I'll be truthful with you guys. Over the past several episodes, we've never got to 5, so it's just been a tie. So it's probably what we'll end up doing. All right, SYLVAIN, are you ready? I'm gonna start with you.
Oh, wait a minute. I just want to know: is this for a trip to a cruise in the Bahamas or something? I just need to know.
Well, I'll tell you. Let's see.
$5 coupon to Walmart.
Oh God.
I've been there lately.
Here's what we'll do. The winner will get some free merchandise from the Austin Derby online store. Just kidding.
I want a picture of Austin and a shirt, and he's just like,
oh God, I'm totally joking.
Kind of like that.
I'll wear it.
I'll wear it. That's why I want it. I'll wear it. I'll wear it to the store, and then someone will be like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "That's my brother Austin." Do you have a shirt with your face on it? No, you don't. Sit down.
That's my father.
That's my father. Listen, you got problems if that's what's happening. SYLVAIN.
Oh God, I know. Tell me about it. Okay, all right. These people are ready. They're ready. They're all writing. This is going to be hilarious. So here we go.
I hope it's in the 70s.
Okay. Elvis's music career began in 1954 when he recorded a song where?
In Tupelo.
Incorrect. Cody, you got an answer.
Sun Records.
Sun Records. That's right.
SYLVAIN, what are you doing? Come on, man. What are you doing? SYLVAIN.
Oh, in the 70s. Don't ask me anything about the 50s.
Listen, I hope every single one of these is 50s.
You get the free to
All right, SYLVAIN, we're going back to you. What was Elvis Presley's middle name?
Aaron.
That's correct.
Come on, man. Do something harder than
I tried
that.
to make it easy. I'm trying. Hey, you got to help. You're helping a brother out.
I'm trying to relax. I think SYLVAIN and me are kind of relaxing a little bit now.
Okay, all right, Cody, I'm going to you.
I was going to bed.
All right, Cody. When was Heartbreak Hotel released? Give me the month and the year if you can.
The month and the year?
But I'll take either or. But if you can give me both, that's fine.
1956.
Okay, that's 1956. The month, if you didn't know, is January.
I would have been. If you would have asked me the day and the month, I would have been like, "Oh no."
All right, SYLVAIN. Okay. Presley got his first guitar at the age of 11 after his mother convinced him to get the guitar instead of what?
A gun.
That is right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good.
SYLVAIN.
Bruno said that you should have told, when I asked you about the Heartbreak Hotel, you should have said the date and the time.
I want you to put all the hearts on the screen for SYLVAIN.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, but I wanted to get the gun. I didn't want to say what I wanted to use it for.
Could you imagine how drastically different this would be if Elvis bought the gun instead of the guitar?
Tell me about it.
Like,
true.
What?
He would have been a sharpshooter.
All right. All right. Cody, we'll go to you. Elvis was drafted into which branch of the military?
Oh, gosh.
Air Force. Come on.
What?
Come on, Cody.
Marines.
I don't know.
You have no clue, Cody?
The Army?
The Army, yes.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Okay, great.
All right, SYLVAIN. What were Elvis's parents' names? Just the first names. That's all I need.
Gladys and Vernon.
That's right.
Well, okay.
All right.
What?
All right. Cody, here we go. Elvis played a double role in what movie?
Kissing Cousins.
That's right. Okay.
I
Man,
wanna Barefoot ballad, yes, a barefoot ballad. Won't you play for me that down home country
See you,
song?
Cody, with blonde hair.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Listen, man, when we're on a show together again, you wear the black wig and I will wear the blonde wig.
You wear the blonde wig. Yeah.
I'll do it. I will specifically ask New Roots to make me a blonde 50s Elvis wig.
Oh my God. That's going to cost you a lot of money.
Hey, man, we got to do it right. I'm not doing this wrong. If we're going to do it, we're going to be the first ones to do it.
All right, SYLVAIN, back to you. Elvis Presley would never do what as a performer?
As a what?
Elvis Presley would never do what as a performer?
As a performer?
Yeah. What would he never do?
Oh, my God. Good question.
Are we passing to Cody?
I have a lot of answers, but I don't think they really fit in.
Go ahead and just spit one out.
No, I just won't.
I don't know.
All right, Cody doesn't know either. Okay, so you both give. All right, Elvis Presley would never give an encore.
Oh.
That's true.
Oh.
That's true.
See, because every time he would finish a show, he was off and running.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So since that was for SYLVAIN and either one of you got it, SYLVAIN, I'm going to stick with you. This is a true or false question.
Okay.
Presley recorded the single Hound Dog in one take. Is that true or false?
It's true.
Incorrect. It is false. He recorded it in 31 takes.
That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I said.
31 takes. You didn't let me finish.
Oh, I didn't let you.
It was true that he performed 31 takes and then he got it right.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right, Cody, to you. Presley only performed outside of the United States in which country?
Canada.
Absolutely.
Oh,
right.
That was easy. Now you're on my territory. Come on, put him up.
Put him up.
Put him up.
All right.
Cowardly lion.
Put him up. Put him up.
Put him up.
All right, SYLVAIN, I think we're getting a little easier here. What single did Elvis record after Priscilla and him got divorced? What song did he record after they got divorced?
Oh,
1973.
Oh, wait a minute.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
All I need is one.
One or two.
All I need is one.
I'm gonna say Hurt.
What?
Hurt?
No.
Separate ways.
Separate ways.
Okay, if you get two guesses so bad, I was gonna say
He had to. We got to give it to him.
We need to go to more points. We need more questions.
Give me half a point. I don't care.
Okay.
No, give it a point. That's great. That was good.
Anyway, half a point. Half a point.
Half a point.
Cody, you've already got 5 points, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call this.
I have what?
You got 5 points already.
No, I don't.
Okay. And SYLVAIN's got 4. Yeah.
What did you say? What did you say?
I think you said you cheated. All right, here's what we got to do. We're going to go into this is what I like to call a sudden death. This is what I like to call it. Okay.
Wow, we're getting serious. This is like dodgeball.
So we're gonna do one more question unless neither one of you can get it. Unless neither one of you can get it, and I'm gonna give the hardest one on the list. Awesome. So, Cody, I'm gonna start with you. Now, I want to tell it. I want to say this. I asked this question a couple of weeks ago on the episode of Wicked Chat with Austin, and neither guy they were. It took a while to get this. Okay, because this is 2 questions in one, and I have to have both answers.
What?
Are you ready?
No.
Where did Elvis Presley marry his only wife Priscilla, and in which venue? Now think about it.
Wait a minute. Cote's on the web. Cote's on the. He's on the web right now. I can see it.
He's on the internet.
He's on the internet right now.
You got an answer there?
Oh my God, that is tough. That's a tough
Las
question.
Vegas, the Aladdin Hotel.
Ah, he got it. That is, yeah, he got it.
Oh, dude, that's great.
You got. I didn't. What did you say, SYLVAIN?
I said congratulations to Cote.
No, do another one. Do another one. Come on,
do another one. Okay, I'll come back. Okay.
Do more.
All right, we're out of the game. You both win. It's a tie. We're out of the game. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to ask these questions. If both of you want to ask, you answer, you can. Well, ever how many I have left, I'm running out. But all right.
Do rapid fire.
I know, right? So what did Elvis receive from Richard Nixon?
His badge for the DEA.
He received a badge. That's correct. Okay. Yeah. All right. What was the first national TV show that Elvis appeared on?
Dorsey Brothers.
And if you can give the year, that'll work.
1956, the Dorsey Brothers show.
Not by my answer. That's incorrect.
Or it was Steve Allen.
But it is 1956.
But it's not. It's not Ed Sullivan. But it's the.
To be truthful with you, I had no clue about this. No.
Steve Allen show? No.
Louisiana Hayride.
My answer that the internet gave me, if it is correct, is stage show.
Stage show.
January 1956.
No kidding. Okay. Well, I didn't.
I don't know if it's correct or not, but I don't know. The internet can be wrong, but that's what it said. Because I didn't believe it myself.
We've done a lot of those too, huh? Stage shows.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Only have like.
Hey, you gave that point to me, right?
Yeah, I gave it to you. I gave it to you. I wish Cliff Wright was watching, because the last time we did this, man, he was correct in everything. He was correct in them all. All right, only got 2 questions left. Okay. All right. What kind of sandwich is typically known as an Elvis sandwich?
Peanut butter and banana.
That's right. Peanut butter and banana. Okay.
They're the best sandwiches known to man.
That's right.
With?
Yeah. Also there is one more ingredient.
Bacon grease, man.
Bacon. That's right. That's right. All right. Here's my last question. Now, look, I want to tell you guys something. There's some viewers that are popping some questions on here, so I might have to put them on the screen. Brooke Wright says he has a question, so go ahead. All right, here's the last one. This is easy. What actor made his film debut at the age of 10 by kicking Elvis in the shin?
Kurt Russell.
That's right, Kurt Russell. I did it.
Wow.
That's all I got. Okay, there's some people. I'm throwing papers everywhere. There's some people making comments. Let's see. Somebody put that it might have been the Milton Berle. I don't know. Maybe the internet could have been wrong. You might have to look that up. Could have been the Milton Berle instead of stage show. I to be truthful with you, I don't even know if I ever heard a stage show. You ever heard a stage show?
I've never heard that.
Never heard a stage show.
No, I've never heard a stage show either.
Or it may have been, yeah.
It wasn't Ed Sullivan, but I know
it wasn't Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan came after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Bruno or Brooke, maybe one of you might know, but Brooke put a great question. Here you go. Check that out. Name 3 Elvis songs written by Mark James.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I have to really think of it.
You want to send me the answers?
Yeah. Brooke, I know one is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't even think.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. You don't think about that stuff, do you?
No, I'm clueless. I'm clueless.
I don't even know who Mark James is.
Brooke, if you got a
Minds, didn't he?
that's what I was wanting to say, but I'm not sure.
He wrote Suspicious Minds. Brooke, confirm that or not?
Okay. Not changing the subject, but going back to the question where we put stage show, it is Dorsey Bros stage show. That's where Stagecoach Joe comes from. I wasn't even thinking. All right, here's Brooks' answer here. Suspicious Minds, Moody Blue, Raised on Rock. There you go. There's the 3. All right. Do we got any more questions from the viewers? Anybody? Thank you guys all for participating. They're all participating as well. They're all answering. So thank you guys. Thank you for answering about the Dorsey Bros show.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad they did. Here was a good question. I'm trying to see if I can remember off the top of my head that Cliff Wright asked. In the movie Live a Little, Love a Little, he asked this to me at one time. This was on one of the shows. In the movie Live a Little, Love a Little, what was the name of the dog, his character in the film, and his real name in real life? Do either one of you know that?
Nope.
What was that?
Live a Little, Love a Little.
Fail. Failed. F.
It was
yeah.
Okay. I know both of the names. I think it was in the film. It was Albert, and in real life, it was Brutus.
Okay, Austin, we have a question for you.
Oh God. Okay.
Trivia question.
Oh God.
How do you feel about what you're doing for Elvis right now? This is absolutely awesome what you did tonight. Thank you very much for having me. It was a great pleasure to be here. But how do you feel doing all these every week things like this? It's awesome. Seriously, awesome.
Man, you know, I decided to do this back in October, I think October or November of last year. And, you know, the first thing that come to my mind is, you know, I mean, and you guys know, you know, we travel all the time, and when we're at these shows, you know, we really don't get to spend much time with the fans, you know, besides after the show, 30 minutes to an hour or whatever. So, you know, I started deciding, I said, look, you know, I started thinking, especially when this pandemic happened, I can only imagine what Elvis would be doing for all of us right now, you know, things that he would be giving, things that he would be specifically doing. So I really took the show up a notch, and, you know, I said, look, you know, I'm going to do this because I think Elvis would be doing something like this. And not only that, you know, just to take time out of my life, you know, daily life and my schedule, just to spend time with you guys and spend time with the fans and just let them know how much we appreciate them and love them and show our love for Elvis, man. So, and I appreciate your kind words, and man, I really appreciate you both being on. And for all the guys that are watching right now that's been on the show before, man, I mean, it's an honor that you guys take time to come on and do this with me and, talk about Elvis, which is what I love talking about. And not only that, act funny and be crazy and entertain these people that's watching. I mean, man, it's almost 10 p.m. and we still have over 80 something folks watching this thing, and they're loving it, you know. And that means we're doing it right. That's right. That's right. There was one more question I was going to pop on the screen before we close it out. And this comes from Jonathan Rader. Now, if you don't know who Jonathan is, he's a young Elvis Tribute artist. When I say young, I mean young. And I don't even know the answer to this. I can see it in my brain, but I don't know the answer. Name the exact mic that Elvis used in the 68 comeback. Do either one of you know the exact name? I know the one from That's the Way It Is. But
a wire mic.
I have Jonathan. If you want to answer that, buddy, you go right ahead. It was a little microphone because Ted Torres has an exact replica of that mic, and it's like this big. Literally, it's like that big. But I don't know the exact name of it. I have no clue. So anyway, everybody's saying thank you for giving the entertainment. We appreciate you guys tuning in and watch us be crazy and talk about the greatest topic in the world, which is Elvis Presley and all that great stuff. But guys, hey man, it's been fun. Oh, he put the answer. Here's the answer right here. There you go.
I'll take. Oh, good Lord.
195A. Oh, that's cool.
Buy one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Need one of those. But guys, look, thank you both for being on the show tonight, man. It's been incredible. You guys are great. And
thank you for having us. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Pleasure seeing you. Pleasure seeing you too, Cote. Just a very nice night.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome. You guys stay safe. I love both of you guys, and we'll have you back on the show really soon.
Absolutely, Austin. Love you, brothers.
All right, love you too. Talk to you guys later.
Thank you, all the fans too. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. All right, there you go. SYLVAIN LEDUC and Mr. COTE DEONATH. Great guys all around. I appreciate them for the SYLVAIN and COTE for the nice compliments, man. It really means a lot. And man, all of you for tuning in tonight, man. It has been a ball of fun. And the minute I said Elvis trivia, you guys went crazy because you said that's the best part of the show because it's funny. We have fun. We enjoy ourselves. And I think you guys can see that. So before I officially sign off for this week's episode, I do want to say thanks again to COTE and SYLVAIN both for being on the show. They're great guys and do a fantastic job. And also, if you want to come out and see us at the Austin Derby Fan Retreat next year, just go to austinderbyentertainment.com, click on the Austin Derby Fan Retreat tab to get all that information. Also, this is coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and who knows, we might have COTE and SYLVAIN for our Elvis weekend. We might have to see if they're available and ask them to be a part. But this is going to be a great weekend. August 14th through the 16th, weekly chats with Austin Elvis weekend. And Friday night, we're going to have Jacob Roman, Bruno Nesci, Brooke Wright, and 2 more guests to be announced. Saturday, Riley Jenkins, Michael Cullifer, Cliff Wright, and 2 more artists. And then Sunday is Sing Along, where we're all going to sing a couple of songs. And all 10 guys are going to be on the screen together. And we're really going to do something special for the greatest entertainer of all time, Mr. Elvis Presley, as well on the last night also. So make sure you mark that on your calendar and don't miss it. Trust me, it's going to be awesome. Also, if you'd like to send your birthday in to be announced here live on the show, you can email us at weeklychatswithaustin@gmail.com. That's all you got to do. Very easy. Please submit what is stated below. And a lot of you are asking, what's happening next week? Well, here you go. Next week on Weekly Chats with Austin, join us Thursday, August the 6th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central, 12 a.m. UK time, with special guests, none other than the one and only Mr. Jesse Aaron. So excited to have him on the show. And my great friend, Mr. Stuart Chapman, is going to be on as well. So mark your calendars for next week. Weekly Chats with Austin happens every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So you guys need to plan on coming every Thursday. That would be great. So that's the next one, Thursday, August the 6th at 7:30 p.m. Jesse Aaron and Stuart Chapman. So make sure you tune in for that. You do not, trust me, you do not want to miss that. Also, if you would like to follow me, like my Facebook page right here, Austin Derby-Entertainer. I'd greatly appreciate that if you haven't done it already. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that great stuff. If you'd like to send a donation, send it via PayPal to aielvislive1@gmail.com. And not only, it doesn't really benefit me, it benefits the show for me to make the show better. So if you'd love to do that, I would greatly appreciate that very, very much. And don't forget to subscribe to our Weekly Chats with Austin YouTube channel. Ring that bell to get notified on when we have upcoming episodes. All that great stuff. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I had a blast. It was incredible. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And until next time, God bless you. God has blessed me. Remember, God loves you. I love you. And until next time on Weekly Chats with Austin, stay safe out there. And I'll see you next week. Adios.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well,